for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain.
It's time to say yes to the services provided by our military veterans. It's time to say yes for the recognition of the military veterans and the services that they provide and are still providing today. And it's time to say yes and remember what they have done, those that are paying the price and those that have paid the ultimate price.
On this day, we make this proclamation. Whereas there have been countless thousands of men and women who have fought for and served our country with pride, distinction, and honor. And whereas many of these faithful veterans have returned from honorable service with disabilities and infirmities. And whereas these veterans are deserving of the full range of benefits to which they are entitled, including but not limited to financial disability compensation, a fair and thorough and prompt disability claims process, training and employment opportunities, and the full rights to representation from veterans service organizations and attorneys. And whereas these veterans have made significant sacrifices so that U.S. citizens can live in a free, democratic society. And whereas we want to call attention to their selfless contributions and their rights to be heard. Today, on this day of June 15th, 2013, in conjunction with the National Observance of Flag Day, we do hereby designate this day as Vets Say Yes Day and ask all here to express appreciation for and respect these deserving veterans.
Next, it's an honor to introduce and sponsors this program and a person who believes in vets and knows the veteran story and fights very hard for vets. Ladies and gentlemen, David Huffman.
We need to say yes to veterans being heard. And I want to introduce you to a new organization called Vets for Full Representation. It's about veterans who served, should be heard, but not only heard, but listened to by the politicians and by other people. Veterans need a choice to have whatever kind of representation they want. A veteran organization, a state representative, attorney, or other paid representative to assist them. Whatever is the best for the veteran, he or she should have the right to choose for himself. And the claims are complex because you have not just initial filings, but you have claims open on new material evidence, worsening conditions. You have secondary claims to a primary claim. Then you have ongoing claims like diabetes or Parkinson's disease where your body breaks down. Then you have unemployability. Veterans need someone that's on top of their claim. But if they choose to have someone for hire, they shouldn't have to wait till 2 or 3 years for an appeal. I'm 65 or so. I don't know how longer I can go, but I'm going to go as long as I can. I'm going to help as many as I can for as long as I can.
As a Marine, I served in Vietnam from 1967 to 1968. For 42 years, I was unaware of the VA benefits I was entitled to until 2009. I attended my first Vietnam reunion, my company, 3rd Battalion, 7th Marines. I encountered other Marines in my company who were discussing their service-connected disabilities when they inquired about my disability status. I was clueless. I didn't really know what they were talking about. When they started describing the symptoms of PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, Agent Orange exposure related illness, hearing loss, sleep, and mood disorders, I knew I was suffering from some of these issues. My comrades were stunned that I was not receiving any VA benefits, considering the fact that we had the same combat experiences. I asked them, how did you start the process in filing your claim? Some used the VA organization, state organizations, and VA attorneys. They told me that there was a VA attorney that was a Marine in my outfit, 3rd Battalion, 7th Marines, that was at the reunion at this time. And he represented veterans and several of those Mike Company veterans at that reunion. I was introduced to the attorney, and we talked for 3 or 4 minutes, and to my amazement, he was from Parkersburg, West Virginia. I never knew of his firm. I never knew him at all. As we were talking, he told me to come to call his office Monday morning when I returned to Parkersburg. I called his office at 10:30 in the morning, and that's when my disability claim started. 6 months later, I received a decision and received a 50% rating. He appealed my decision, and 12 months later, I got another decision of 100% rating for benefits. This has changed my life. I would encourage you today to explore your options and choose the best route for your personal representation, whether by veterans organizations, state VA representatives, non-attorney representatives, or accredited VA attorneys. Thank you for allowing me the time to share my personal story today. I hope this will inspire you to research your choices and pursue the benefits you deserve.
We don't want you to get your benefits 6 months from now. We don't want you to get them 3 months from now. We want you to get them now. You deserved it. You earned it. Everything you get should be the best that we can give you.
America, America, God shed his grace on